Are you still like that?
Every single day. Every day. I'm you. If you go to any set and you ask who's the happiest guy on the set, like I would gauge that most people would go, I don't know what drugs that guy's on, but he's happy.
And you probably don't do any drugs.
Not really. No, I mean, I enjoy cannabis to some degree,
that's not really
that's considered a drug. But
right.
I don't drink.
But you're happy. You're high on life. You've kind of always been that guy.
I am pretty happy-go-lucky, but a lot of that happiness comes from a choice. So I work to achieve that level of happiness through.
I mean, do you get depressed? Do you get anxiety? Do you get sad?
I'm medicated. I had severe anxiety, and which would sometimes take me down the OCD road, and I would get pretty low. It was happening a lot once I had my first daughter, and I would have to spend so much time away from her, and all of this stuff just surfaced, and I'd be like in Puerto Rico, living at a hotel on the beach, and I couldn't leave my room, and like it got really bad. So like I figured out how to.
It was crippling.
100%. I mean, between action and cut, no one ever knew. The only person who knew was my wife. And then I realized that at some point I was like, I am putting way too much on her shoulders. And I got some help. But along with that help, I start my days, get the girls ready for school, take them to school, and then I get right into my cold plunge, have a 400% dopamine push. I do my breath work, and then I train my ass off. There's a lot of things that I do to get myself to that place where I can just be present and my true self. But I have to do the work.
But a lot of people will, and now it's like they don't look down, on therapy as much. I always talk about therapy and how important it is, and some people need medication. So like I do, and that's listen. My whole life I was crippled with anxiety and riddled with anxiety, and I didn't realize all these things that I had, but they were around since I was young, and I thought it was normal, and it became this thing. And I go, I can't live like this. I can't be anxious about everything. I can't be stressed about everything. It was a cyclical. It kept going, and it wasn't until like probably 2 years ago, because again, like you said, nobody knew really a lot about my anxiety except a few people.
Because you're a great actor.
Before this podcast, I didn't talk about it. And then I started opening up, and